Hello, fashion lovers, and welcome to the Fashion Dance Stylista Moda. If you find this channel interesting, if you find the video informative, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe the channel. So, friends, today we are going to start a very new topic, that is basic design ideas. It would be a 15 days course. To start, before starting it, let's know about what is basic design ideas. Actually, it's a fashion designing subject in which you will be learning the basics of design ideas, types of neckline, collars, sleeves, and etc. And after that, you'll be able to compose new designs out of those basics. So this is very important design as well as the fashion designing is concerned. So please take it seriously and try to create new designs. So let's start our today's topic. The very first topic is types of neckline. So there are various types of necklines. Some are Indian, some are Western. So I am explaining all in the video, and then on the later half we'll be able to know about the composition techniques. The very first and very basic neckline is called the basic jewel neckline. So this neckline is the neckline which is actually rests at the nape of the neck. It's very much attached to the neck, very narrow neckline it is, and it's very suitable for the ladies blouses and other dresses where you want to show your shoulders broad. Next is round neckline. This is again very basic neckline. This is a unisex neckline. It you can see on the outer garments, t-shirts, sometimes the suits, the tops, and it can be used at anywhere and suitable for almost everybody. Next is U-shaped neckline. This generally you would see in the female or the ladies garments like blouses, the tops, and everywhere, and it is suitable for the ladies who they have the broad chest sides, or they are having the broad bust size, so they this is suitable for them. The next neckline that we'll be looking at is V-shaped neckline. V-shaped neckline is a neckline which is generally be used by, though it is a unisex neckline, but generally be used with the outer garments or the ladies with the heavy, with the fatty ladies, or that kind of with the oversized ladies, it can be used. Next is square neckline. This is a very straight neckline, not suitable for the people who they are having the narrow bust size, and generally be used in the female garments. If a narrow bust line lady want to use the square neckline, so she should use it in a glass shape little bit. It would be bent like a V. So glass neckline is suitable if you want to use the square neckline with narrow bust size. Next is very commonly used neckline, it is, that is sweetheart neckline. This neckline you would see in various variations because it has a scope of variation, because it has three corners. So all corners, sometime it may be curved, sometime it may be the corner ratios you can change, or you can create a lots of variations in that. Next neckline is this. This is pond neckline. It is just like the sweetheart neckline, but it has no corner. It is smoothen at the corners. Next is this is horseshoe. This is also recommended to the females who they are having the proper bust size, or narrow bust side ladies should not wear this because it is narrow at the bottom. Next, this is the asymmetric neckline that you can see in different styles of angrakha and all. So that even can be used, but you have to take care of the depth of this neckline. It should not be very deep in any way, right? This is also a unisex neckline. In kurtas and all you can use this. Next is keyhole. Keyhole neckline can be used at the front or at the back also, as well as, right? So this is the neckline where any basic neckline is having a hole like a keyhole at the bottom. This is the saddle neckline. This neckline resembles with the stairs type of neckline it is, and in different shapes or with the different saddles you may create this, 3 saddles, 5 saddles, 7 saddles, it's all upon you. So this is saddle neckline. The next neckline we are using is scallop neckline. It also can be used with any basic neckline. Here I am using it with a round neckline, so you can create the scallops on square, sweetheart, or any other neckline base shape. So it's just cutted, or it's having the scallop shape at the edges. Next is this is Queen Anne neckline. Just like a sweetheart, but it generally used on the wedding gowns, generally used on the western dresses or the tops. This is tank or tube of neckline. This neckline is having this is bare shoulder neckline and generally used in the gowns, wedding gowns or the evening gowns, or in the western dresses you can see this dress. Even tube of that tops you have seen. This is one shoulder off. In this neckline, one shoulder off is covered and one shoulder is bare. So this is one shoulder off, right? Some people do call it asymmetric neckline also. This is off the shoulder. In this neckline, the base of neckline rests at the shoulder, this the collarbone or shoulder bone, and otherwise the shoulders are bare. And sometime it is also used with the straps of shoulder neckline, right? And this is the halter neckline. Halter, that means it is holding, it holds at the neck, it is tied at the neck, right? And that ties rests at the shoulder, collarbone, and goes up to the armholes. Halter neck. To understand it, let's see its back also. At the back it would be just like the tank off, but at the neck it would be tied or be hooked at the neck. This is the halter neckline's back. I just made it to make you understand. Next is scoop neckline. Scoop neckline is something that you must have seen generally in the swimming costumes or the camisoles. So this is deeper than U-shape neckline and broader than also, of course. Next is caul neckline. Caul neckline is actually a neckline which is at the shoulder, an extra fabric is been added, or it is cutted in such a way. In drafting we'll be learning in on the later stages if it would be possible for me to explain it. So it has an extra fabric that create caul effect on the neck. Next is plunge neckline. This is the deepest neckline, generally used at some time at back, but nowadays the celebrities and all are using it on the front also. So that it goes up till waist sometime. The depth of the neckline goes up till the waist sometime. Next is Sabarina neckline. This is a simple neckline, but generally be used in the tops, western tops and all. So it is having this impact on the shoulder. It has been designed with embroidery and all. It looks very beautiful sometime. Next is boat neckline. Boat neckline, as name suggests, it is a neckline which gives an impact or shape of the boat. This is boat neckline. It is little bit broader, and it can be used for the with the by the people who they have the broad shoulders. And this is more broader than boat neckline but less deeper than boat neckline. This is battue neckline. This is battue neckline that is generally be used in the blouses or the western tops. And now you can create your own designs with these basic. You can join two necklines. Here I am joining the round neck upper side and the sweetheart neck at the bottom side, or here I am joining the square neck and the round neck. See, here I am joining the sweetheart neck with the round neck. So you can create some your own designs in this accordance, right? Then you can join three necklines also sometime. Here I am joining the round, the sweetheart, and again the square. Here I am joining the square, glass and V, or you can create your own in different ways. Or freehand design, sometime we can create any curve will work in freehand design, like this. See, and you can mix and match the different styles. Here I am mixing scallop in the one shoulder off and putting the second off shoulder, the straps, just like in Sabrina or the Queen Anne, like this. You can create your own design. Here I am using the halter neckline with the band and with the round and the V neckline, like this. So friends, now enjoy creating your own videos. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, see you.